Dear audience, at this time, please make sure that all of your electronic devices are either on airplane mode or turned off completely, as it will disrupt microphone frequency to hear our wonderful actors. There will also be no flash photography at any time during the performance. Between Act 1 and Act 2, there will be a short 20-minute intermission. Now please lean back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Well, hello there, and welcome to Urinetown. No, not the place, of course, the musical. Urinetown, the place is, well, it's a place you'll hear people referring to a lot throughout the show.
Did you hear the news? They carted old so-and-so off to Urinetown the other day.
Is that so? What'd he do?
Oh, such and such, I hear.
What do you know? Old so-and-so.
It's a kind of mythical place, you understand? A bad place. A place you won't seem to like too. And then, well, let's just say it's filled with symbolism and things like that. But Urinetown, the musical! Well, here we are. Welcome. It takes place in a town like any town that you might find in a musical. This here's the first setting of the show. And as the sign says, it's a public amenity, meaning public toilet. These people here have been waiting for hours to get in. It's the only amenity they can afford to get into.
Say, Officer Lockstock, is this where you tell the audience about the water shortage?
What's that, little Sally?
You know, the water shortage, the hard times, the drought. A shortage so awful that private toilets eventually became unthinkable. A premise so absurd that...
Oh, there, little Sally! Not all at once. They'll hear more about the water shortage in the next scene.
Oh, I guess you don't want to overload them with too much exposition.
Everything in its time, little Sally. You're too young to understand it now, but nothing can kill a show like too much exposition.
What about bad subject matter?
Well...
Or a bad title, even. That could kill a show pretty good.
Well, little Sally, suffice it to say that in Urinetown, the musical, everyone has to use public bathrooms in order to take care of their private business. That's the central conceit of the show. Better hope your pennies add up to the fee. We can't have you peeing for free. If you do, we'll catch you. We never fail, and we never bother with jail. You'll get your down on your that these public bathrooms are controlled by a private company. They keep admissions high, generally, so if you're down on your luck, you have to come to a place like this, one of the poorest, filthiest urinals in town.
And you can't just pee in the bushes either. There's laws against it.
That's right, little Sally, harsh laws too. That's why little Sally here is counting her pennies, isn't that so, little Sally?
That's right, very close. Only a few pennies away.
Aren't we all, little Sally? Aren't we all?
Excuse me, sir, but could you tell me the way to the private company that controls these public bathrooms?
You mean you're in good company?
That's the one.
You'll meet the guy who runs You're in Good Company later. That there's his daughter.
It's quite a ways from here, ma'am. This here's the bad part of town.
So it is
But if you squint, you can just make out their headquarters along the skyline.
the gleaming tower on the hill?
That's the one.
Gosh, it's beautiful.
You most certainly are.
Pardon?
It most certainly is.
Oh dear, I'm late already. Thanks ever so much for the directions and such. Bye.
Anytime.
Well, we've talked long enough, I imagine. Enjoy the show, and welcome to Urinetown, the musical.
You are humble,
Lord,
you have come to see.
People can be free, can be free.
First at last an hour. Assume you're fine. Now there often is a lie.
This is your town. The rest of here at your town. It's here to say your town. All by design. It's the oldest story. Masses are oppressed. Faces closed and bladders always stressed. Rich folks get the good life. Poor folks get the woe. In the end, it's nothing you don't know. You're at your town. Your ticket should say your town. Your bus is your town. So keep that dough. This is your town. We are your town. This is your
Form a line, have your money ready. We will not be repeating yesterday's fiasco, and that means you, old man strong.
341, 342, just a few more. Penny for a piecer? Please, ma'am. Penny for a morning pea, ma'am?
What's this?
Or a nickel or a dime?
Out of my way, child. I've peeing of my own potential.
But
I haven't got it.
Then go get it.
Come on, Penny. I'm good for it.
That's what you said last week, and I haven't seen Penny one. And it's Miss Pennywise to you?
Bob, reason with the woman. I'm a little short this morning.
No shorter than yesterday, unless I've grown.
Come on, Miss Pennywise. He's my pa. Can't he come in for free just this once?
Get your head out of the clouds, Bobby Strong. No one gets in for free.
Now, Miss Pennywise, we've all to make special arrangements with people in high places over the years. Why not let this one be ours?
if Old Man Strong gets in for free, then so do I.
And I.
Quiet back there! No one's getting anywhere for free. Don't you think I have bills of my own to pay? Don't you think I have tear-offs and payoffs to meet too? Well, I do. Every morning, you all come here, and every morning, some of you got reasons why you ain't gonna pay. And I'm here to tell ya, ya is gonna pay.
But, Miss Pennywise...
No buts, Bobby.
They never got Penny. What difference could it make?
What difference? type you've got no right, I've heard it all before. Just as once too much, cause once they've once, they'll wanna once more. I run the only toilet in this part of town, you see. So if you've got to go, you've got to go through me. It's a privilege to pee. Water's worth its weight in gold these days. No more bathrooms like in olden days. You come here and pay a fee for the privilege to pee. 20 years we've had a drought, and our reservoirs have all dried up. I take my baths now in a coffee cup. I boil what's left of it for tea. And it's a privilege to pee. The politicians in their wisdom saw that there should be a law. The politicians taxed the toilets and made illegal public urination and defecation. So come and give your coins to me. Write your name here in the record book. The authorities will want to look if you've been regular with me. If you paid the proper fee for the privilege to pee.
Miss Pennywise!
I said no buts, Bobby. This man can come in without paying. Not this time.
I can't wait much longer, Bobby. There's no telling what I might do.
You think you've got some kind of right.
Kinda right, kinda right.
You think you'll come in here and go for free.
Snag free.
The only thing you'll get is no for free.
Negatory.
I'm the business gal, you see.
Business now you see.
I sell the privilege of me. The good Lord made us so we piss each day until we piss away. The good Lord made sure that what goes in there must soon come out again. So you're no different than from lowly me.
But Miss Pennywise!
And I think I'll charge you twice.
Need to jeopardize your position.
Or better yet, have you arrested.
Prove all this, you see.
Since you prefer the law gets tested.
Scrapping cash 3 times a day.
And in Urinetown you'll see.
Crazy with the nitrates half the time.
Why it's dumb to fight with me.
It's no way to live, I tell you. No way to live.
For the privilege to pee.
Pa, what are you doing? Have you lost your mind?
More than that, boy. A whole lot more than that.
Looky there!
It's old man Strong. He ain't waiting.
He's peeing right there on the pavement, he is!
If he's going, then I'm going too.
Oh no, you're not. Make way.
All right then, make way, make way.
Damn you! I said make way.
Oh, that's better.
So, if it ain't old man Strong,
The same.
Is this your doing, Strong?
It is.
Seize him. You've done a terrible thing here today, Strong.
I did what I thought was necessary.
Grab him up, Bobby. I never thought I'd live to see the day.
Breaking the Public Health Act is an exiling offense, Strong.
quite exciting.
What if it is? I feel better now. That's all I cares about.
Oh, Pa. Always knew we'd get you in the end, Joseph Strong. Take him away!
Bobby!
Pa!
Remember me, Bobby.
I will, Pa, I will.
And tell your mother. Tell your mother that I love her.
I will, Pa, I will.
Remember me, boys. Oh, God, what have I done? Remember me!
Remember, Bobby, what became of him.
Remember
How he indulged the whim. Remember how he made a mockery. He shunned the crockery, off to the dockery. Don't be like him.
What do you mean by that?
All I mean is keep your head out of the clouds, boy. Good day.
All right, who's ready to pay?
It's my last few dollars, but I'll pay.
Me too.
Me too. Well, I'll pay, Bobby Strong. Always and forever, so long as you keep letting us pay.
Oh, Pa, what's to become of you?
All right, Bobby, you know the drill. Morning rush is on.
Where's my dough?
Isn't that what we're all asking ourselves, Senator? From the cop walking his beat to the little baby asleep in his mother's arms. We're all asking ourselves the same question. Where's my dough? By dough, of course, I mean money.
I made my speech. Where's my dough?
Oh, don't worry. There'll be plenty of dough to come through, provided the new fee hikes breeze through the legislature.
Well, I was hoping to wait for the vote during my latest fact-finding mission to Rio. Wouldn't want to be around when the new fee hikes breeze through.
You think I've gone too far this time, don't you, Fip?
It's a powder keg out there, Cladwell. This time I think it's gonna blow.
Daddy?
What? Hope, darling, I thought you'd never get here.
Sorry I'm late, Daddy. I left just as soon as my exams were finished.
Well, how's everything, dear?
Fine. Just fine, Daddy. It feels great to be done with school. Finally.
You see that there, Mr. McQueen? Beautiful, big-hearted, and now with a head filled with the best stuff money can buy.
Well, if the stuff in her head is nearly as big as the stuff in her heart, I'm sure she'll be running this company in no time.
That's enough, Mr. McQueen.
Yes, of course.
Well, I'll be Hope Cladwell and all grown up too.
Hello, Senator.
Come to join your father's little operation?
It's just a fax copy position, of course. First day.
Oh, just a fax copy girl, huh? Well, your father mentioned he was bringing on a new fax copy girl. He neglected, however, to mention how beautiful she'd be. You'd be. Even as a little girl, I always thought that...
Fib! That's enough.
Yes, of course.
Well, we won't keep you, Senator. It's a big day. I'm sure you'll have your hands full on the floor of the legislature.
Oh, they'll be full, Cladwell, and by this time tomorrow, I expect them to be full of cash.
Oh, they'll be full of cash, Senator, provided the vote comes through.
Oh, the vote will come through, Cladwell, just as long as you come through with the cash.
No worries there, Senator. Once the vote comes through, there'll be nothing else to come through but cash.
Oh, and no need to worry about the vote.
Fib! I think we understand each other.
Yes. Goodbye.
Let's meet the staff. Staff! Staff, this here's my daughter, Hope Cladwell. Hope Cladwell, the good of the people of Urine Good Company, or UGC as it's known for short.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Hope.
Say a few words, Hope darling.
It's a great company, and I hope to help you make it even greater.
Yes, well, that's absolutely right, Hope. You're absolutely right. You see, people, 20 years ago, we came to the people of this town with a simple proposition. Look the other way while we run this company the way we see fit. We'll keep the pee off the streets and the water on the ground. Now Hope here has come to join our little operation and help us keep that promise. So promise me you'll treat her like the Cladwell she is. For one day, she may be standing in the very shoes you see me wearing today. The very shoes I wore when I made that promise many, many years ago. I saw gray skies foreboding and gold. I saw gray skies and made them rain gold. Now those skies aren't so bleak to behold. They're still gray, but they pay for your salaries tenfold. I took this town that formerly stank. I took this town and made it smell swank. I made Flushing mean flush at the bank. I'm the man with the plan, and so who should you thank? Whom? Mr. Cladwell. We're so thankful for the bank full of dough. The joy is love, and it's counting as you go. We hope for much more. We really doubt it. Maybe right there. Mr. Cladwell, you know riches, riches just slowly near. They say yes to you, took out the buckets. I can bring you nuts by the buckets.
Gosh, Daddy, I never knew that large monopolizing corporations could be such a force for good in the world.
You do.
All those coins that we take from the throng end up here where those coins all belong. Lots of coins make our company strong.
Charging fees as we please is alright, it's not wrong.
We're not greedy, as some make us seem. We need funds for our big research team.
And then lab coats and test tubes with steam.
What it shows no one knows, but hey, still we can dream of.
They certainly do seem to adore you. But why do I feel so conflicted?
Nonsense. Did I send you to the most expensive university in the world to learn how to feel conflicted or to learn how to manipulate great masses of people?
To learn to manipulate great masses of people?
That's absolutely right, Hope dear. That's exactly what we're gonna do. So get faxing.
And copying.
And welcome home.
$531, $532, just a few more.
Why, little Sally. Awfully late for a little girl to be out and about, don't you think? Especially on a night like tonight.
Oh, just scraping together a few coins before the late night rush is all. Got one to spare?
Oh, sure, little Sally. I'm in a good mood tonight.
Gee, thanks. Say, Officer Lockstock, I was thinking, we don't spend much time on hydraulics, do we?
Hydraulics, little Sally?
You know, hydraulics. Hydration, irrigation, or just plain old laundry. Seems to me with all the talk of the water shortage and the drought and whatnot, We might spend some more time on those things, too. After all, a dry spell would affect hydraulics, too, you know.
Why, sure it would, little Sally, but how shall I say? Sometimes, in a musical, it's better to focus on one big thing rather than lots of little things. The audience tends to be much happier that way, and it's easier to write.
One big thing, huh?
That's right, little Sally.
Oh. Then why not hydraulics?
Run along then, little Sally. Wouldn't want you to miss last call. Miss Pennywise won't keep the gates open forever, you know.
Oh, right. Thanks for the coin. Bye!
What a night.
Everything clean up all right, Mr. Barrow?
Sure, same as always, but did you hear him scream, Mr. Lockstock?
Old man strong?
All the way down to Urinetown.
Oh, yes, I heard him scream all right. But, then again, they do always scream in the end, now don't they? As their long journey into exile comes to a close and the spires of Urinetown peak above the horizon. They do scream then, Mr. Barrow. They most certainly do.
I suppose I thought he might be different somehow.
Different?
Old Man Strong always seemed tougher than the rest. I was hoping he, I don't know, might surprise us somehow.
Now, if there's one thing I've learned in my many years of enforcing the laws of this city, is that the journey down to Urinetown offers no surprises. Not even for the very toughest among us. On that journey, expect only the expected. What's a hard, cold tumble of a tourney, jumble of a journey, a bumble down, a slap, face, smacked with a mace, certain to the base as a stumble down. It's a path that leads to only one place, horrible to retrace, a crumble down. A hard, cold tumble of a tourney, jumble of a journey to Urinetown. Julie Cassidy went to a field behind a tree, saw there was no one who could see her pee.
But me!
And Jacob Rosenblum thought he was safe up in his room. Didn't know the jars he kept up there would obligate a trip to a Urinetown. Oh, there are those who think our methods vicious,
or really malicious.
A bunch of brutes, but it's we who gather for the people.
Tear to the steeple.
Lawful fruits, our task, bring a little order.
Swing a lot harder.
From what he loots, as the book says, certainly a season.
Trample out of trees
with hard damn boots. Roger Roosevelt kept a cup below his belt. Cup ran over when he knelt, he smelt.
We dealt.
And Joseph, old man strong, held his pee for much too long. Hoped his son might bail him out. His guess was good, but also wrong. Our years passed, all lived in a jungle, scooping out a bungle, nature's bowl. Life of constant deprivation, certain aggravation took its toll. Soon learned the power of the trench and organized the function came to brawn. So, if peace is what you're after, Urinetown's the rafter to hang it on.
Julie Cassidy,
Jacob Rosenblum,
Roger
Jacob Rosenblum. Don't be like them, don't be like them, don't be like them, don't be like them. Oh, it's a hard, cold tumble of a tourney, jumble of a journey, a bumble down, a slap, face, smacked with a mace, certain to the base as a stumble down. It's a path that leads to only one place, horrible to retrace, a crumble down. A hard, cold tumble of a tourney, jumble of a journey to Urinetown. Off you go then, boys, and happy hunting.
So, have you prepared your journey yet?
To Urinetown?
To Rio, of course.
Oh, yes, of course. Rio. Well, I had to squeeze Gladwell a bit tighter than usual for monthly payoffs, extortion fees, money bribes.
Caution, Mr. Lockstock! It would seem we're no longer alone.
Well, I'll be.
If I'm not mistaken, that there's his daughter.
So it is. And all grown up, too. Miss Gladwell, out a bit late, don't you think?
Oh, hello, officers.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were out on a late night behind the bushes to relieve yourself for free kind of walk.
Oh no, I'm just coming home from work. First day.
Long hours?
Just like us.
There's some kind of big vote down at the legislature tonight. Plenty of faxing to do.
And copying, I imagine.
Oh, yes. And copying.
I must say, Miss Gladwell, your father mentioned the size and purity of your heart. He neglected, however, to mention the size and purity of your beauty.
Does beauty have a size, officer?
In some countries. I take care late at night on these streets, Miss Gladwell. There's no telling what people wouldn't do for a few coins.
Oh, I'm not afraid of people, officers.
Oh. No?
No. Everyone has a heart, you see? As long as you know that, you need never fear a soul.
Everyone?
Everyone.
Even criminals?
Even criminals.
Even policemen?
What?
Bobby, strong!
Out a bit late, don't you think?
Just out late taking care of another late night rush is all. It's been talking more fee hikes. People are getting edgy.
Are they? Well, I'm glad to hear you otherwise engaged. Wouldn't want to put you under suspicion for taking a late night behind the bushes too.
I don't have to do that, officer. Not while I work for Penny, anyway.
But you still have to keep that beautiful face out of clouds now, don't you?
What do you mean by that?
What he means is, you're a good boy, Bobby Strong. See to it that you don't end up like your father.
And how did he end up?
Well, we're off. Our work is never finished. Good night.
Goodbye, Bobby Strong.
Good night, officers. You were rather brave with them.
I don't care for policemen. Not those two, anyway.
Policemen protect the peace.
Do they?
Usually.
Didn't I see you down by the amenity this morning?
That was me. I was rushing off to work. First day.
Find your way all right?
The gleaming tower on the hill. Couldn't miss it.
Beautiful.
It's rather shiny. That's true enough.
Did you mean what you said to those policemen about everyone having a heart?
Well, sure I did.
Because mine felt awful cold just now.
Cold?
Or empty. One of the two.
Not because of me, I hope.
Oh no. Because of something I did.
Bobby, reason with the woman. I'm a little short this morning.
No shorter than yesterday, unless I've grown.
Or rather, something I didn't do.
Well, if it feels cold, then it must still be there, don't you think?
Unless there's a vacuum where it used to be.
A vacuum. In your chest. It sounds so implausible.
I did something wrong this morning, that's all I'm trying to say. I can't seem to get it out of my head.
The vacuum?
No, my action. I let someone down that I care very dearly for, and I feel real bad about it.
Well, maybe that's nature's way of telling you that now's the time to lift someone up.
Really?
Sure. Do you think you'd be feeling as bad as you do if you didn't have a heart?
Well, I don't know. I suppose not.
Well, of course you wouldn't. Because then you'd be dead. When darkness surrounds you and you lose your way, you have your own compass that turns night to day. And it's even with you before you depart. Be still, hear it beating, it's leading you, follow your heart.
Follow my heart. But to where?
To wherever your heart tells you to go.
Even There?
Even to the clouds, if that's what your heart commands. What's it saying now?
I don't know. I don't know how to listen to my heart.
You have to listen really carefully. Here, let me try.
Do you?
Ah, there it is. It's saying, we all want a world filled with peace and with joy, with plenty of water for each girl and boy. That bright shining world is just waiting to start. No anger or sorrow, just clean as tomorrow, if only you follow your heart. See there? Even your heart knows you should follow your heart.
Peace and joy? Plenty of water? I guess I too want those things.
There was something else your heart was saying. Maybe something I shouldn't have heard.
There was?
I think so. It was barely audible, but I definitely heard something.
Well, what was it?
Let me try again. Maybe I can make it out this time. Ah, there it is. So faint. It's saying, my heart was saying those exact words just the other day.
It was?
Sure it was. Squalor and noise, hopes and joys, it was telling me about all of those things.
I didn't know two hearts could speak as one.
I didn't either. Until now. Here, listen.
We all want a world filled with peace and with joy. Aortas and arteries all intertwined. They'll beat so much stronger than they could apart. 8 chambers of muscle to hustle the love in our heart. Love is kind and considerate. Love is peaceful and fair. Love can creep up so suddenly. When you least think of it, your love is there. We all want a world filled with peace and with joy, with plenty of justice for each girl and boy. That bright shining world is just waiting to start. No anger or badness, just laughter and gladness. If only I follow your heart.
Well, good night.
Bobby Strong.
Good night, Bobby Strong.
And good night. I won't forget what you said about my heart and the clouds.
And I won't forget what you said about the laughter and the gladness. Wait a minute, when will I see you again?
I'm afraid in this darkness, you can't see me at all. But a bright new day is starting. Come down to the amenity tomorrow morning. I'll show it to you.
She loves him, doesn't she, Officer Lockstock?
Sure she does, little Sally. She's the hero of the show. She has to love him.
Yeah, everyone loves Bobby Strong. What's it like, Officer Lockstock?
What's what like, little Sally?
Urinetown?
Oh, well, I can't tell you that.
Why not?
Because it's a secret. That's why. Its power depends on its mystery. I can't just blurt it out like, there's no Urinetown, we just kill people. No. Oh, no. Now that information must be oozed out slowly until it bursts forth in one mighty cathartic moment. Somewhere in Act 2, with everyone singing and things like that.
Oh, I get it.
Well, I should get going. It's time for the next scene.
You mean the next morning at the amenity when the new fee hikes are announced?
That's the one. So long for now, little Sally. And keep your head down.
And so, with this piece of paper, the UGC awards Public Amenity Number 9, the first of our new and entirely legal fee hikes, which we hope you will all honor and enjoy. Of course, no one knows better than the good people at the Urine Good Company how hard times are, but research into finding the long-term solutions we need is expensive. So for the time being, our decision is firm, and we look forward to going to Rio with our new profits. I mean, finding lasting solutions and things like that. Anyway, good luck, Miss Pennywise, and see you in, well, you know where.
You can't do this to us, Miss Pennywise. If you do, it'll be off to Urinetown for a lot of us, sooner or later.
You're in town for me if I don't. Now get in line and have your money ready. The new fee hike money, that is.
Miss Pennywise.
Bobby Strong, where the hell have you been?
I'm sorry. I was just up all night thinking.
Up all night thinking, is it? You work here now, Bobby. You don't need to go in the bushes.
I didn't.
Like father, like son, that's what I say. Now get back to work.
But it was about my father I was thinking, Miss Pennywise. About what happened to him yesterday. About what's happening to all of us.
He broke the law yesterday, Bobby. That's the end of it.
Well, what if the law is wrong?
What did you say?
I said, what if the law is wrong?
Wrong? You've got a sweet-looking head, Bobby, a sweet-looking head, but you keep it up there in the clouds day after day after day, and it's gotta come down from there. You hear me? Get that head out of the clouds, Bobby Strong. You get it out of the clouds.
Off in the distance, there's a beautiful horizon.
All right, folks, you know the drill.
Gleaming and radiant, it's what I'll keep my eyes on.
Same as it's always been.
As the world turns to face the sun and start another day, it suddenly occurs to me that maybe we can find another way. Look at the sky, full of hope and promise. It's a shining ideal, how I reel when I look at the sky.
All right, who's ready to pay?
I am.
Oh, Ma. Daily we make them pay their nickels, dimes, and quarters.
But this is all I have, Mrs. Pennywise.
And daily we break them because we have to follow orders.
Haven't you enough, Mrs. Strong?
And we keep filling money bags with broken lives and dreams. But what's it for? I can't ignore these black immoral profit-making schemes. Lord, at the sky. High above this madness, here below feel our shame and must stop in the name of the sky.
Here's all I have, Bobby. Is it enough?
You keep your money, Ma.
Really?
The fee is the law, Bobby Strong. She'll abide by it or she'll join her husband.
Well, what if there's a new law in town, Miss Pennywise? A new law that didn't come from any voting process or elected body or process of judicial review, but a new law that came from an organ. That's right, a muscular blood-pumping organ, like this one, right here.
A muscular organ.
Well, can't you see it, Miss Pennywise? If this one's too small for you, why not try this one on for size?
It's blinding me!
Look at the sky, there's a great big heart there. There's a heart in the sky that just is, don't ask why, it's the sky.
Don't do this, Bobby. You'll regret it.
I don't think so. Come on, Mom, this one's on the house. For everyone, forever!
Your heart knows all things great and true.
All things mere brains can never know.
Your heart points to the great big blue.
Where the people's allegiance must go.
Tell me where!
Look at the sky.
At the sky!
Exploration.
At the sky!
We begin when we look at the sky.
Oh, Bobby, what's to become of you? What's to become of us?
At the sky!
In Savannah, so high, flying proudly with pride in the sky.
In the sky!
So, you'll be off to Rio then, I imagine.
Already got my ticket.
Good work on the floor of the legislature, Pip. Was touch and go there for a while, I understand.
Well, your Beaches of Rio slideshow changed their mind soon enough, just like it changed my mind those many years ago. God, I wish I never met you, Caldwell B. Cladwell.
I just wanted to make sure you got your morning faxes.
Well, I hope you're absolutely glowing.
It would seem the office work agrees with her, what with the faxing and all.
And the copying.
Yes, the copying. You're a good girl, Hope Cladwell. I used to be one before I met your father.
A good girl.
You heard me. 622, 623, just a few more.
Daddy, can I ask you a question?
Sure, Hope, darling. What is it?
Do you believe in love?
Love. Why do you ask?
I was just wondering. I met this boy, you see.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Cladwell. We've got a little problem.
Caldwell. A long time no see.
Miss Pennywise?
Anyway, it's about public amenity number 9, sir. The people there have rioted.
Rioted?
They're peeing for free, Caldwell. I tried to stop them.
Assistant custodian is refusing to take people's money, sir. A young man by the name of Bobby Strong.
Bobby Strong?
Yes, they've rescinded the Public Health Act.
And the Water Preservation Act.
Can they do that?
Strictly symbolic, sir. The crowd gathered there is an unthinkably small percentage of the population as a whole.
What's happening, Daddy? I don't understand.
I wouldn't expect a pure and good heart like yours to understand.
Mr. Barrel and I are ready, sir. Just say the word.
What did I tell you, Cloudwell? It's a powder keg out there, and I have a very important plane to catch. Excuse me.
Fib! You're not going anywhere, not until we nip this unpleasantness in the bud.
Nip? How so?
You're a Cladwell, Hope, darling. What would you do if the very foundation of your life's work were threatened by the rabble-rousing son of a convicted criminal?
Look deep into his heart and try to understand what made it pound so angrily.
Angry? No one gets angry at me, not without a beating.
A beating. Oh, Daddy, beating people is wrong.
Life is a beating. The sooner you understand that, the better.
Then life is wrong.
Embrace it. I have.
Life should be beautiful.
Life is many things. Look deeper. You'll see it. I do. I see it everywhere. A little bunny in a meadow is nibbling grass without a care. He's so delightful as he hops for you. You say hi bunny and he stops for you. You pull your trigger and he drops for you. Eyes and feathers in the air as the bunny gets the chair. See the moral, people? Don't be the bunny, don't be the stew, don't be the dinner, you have better things to do. It ain't no joke, that's why it's funny, so take your cue. Don't be the bunny, don't be the bunny.
But Daddy, we're talking about people here, not animals.
People are animals, Hope dear.
Animals? With huge incisors and big floppy feet?
Look closely, you'll see it. I do. I see it everywhere. A little bunny at a toll booth. He needs a measly 50 cents. A little bunny didn't plan ahead. Poor bunny simply doesn't have the bread. He begs for mercy but gets jail instead. Eyes and feathers in the air as the bunny gets the chair. Get the message, boys.
Clear as day, boss.
Don't be the bunny. Don't be the dope. Don't be the loser. You're much better than that, Hope. You're born to power. You're in the money. Advice to you.
And breathe the bunny.
Don't be the bunny.
A little bunny at a toll booth.
You heard me.
But Daddy, bunnies don't drive cars.
Oh, don't they?
No, actually, I don't think they do.
Live long enough, Hope dear, you'll see many things.
Even a daughter doubting her father?
A little bunny in a shoebox. He thinks he's found a brand new home. So snug and cozy on your closet floor. And then you open up your closet floor. Now what's that bunny in my closet for? With a mallet and some clippers, you'll find out new bunny slippers. See the moral, people. Don't be the bunny. Don't be the shoe. You don't get stepped on, the one who steps is you. You're stepping up to where it's sunny. So take it cool. Don't be the bunny. Don't be the bunny. Together, it's time we bagged ourselves a few bunnies.
time, one at a time.
Here's some cash, Bobby, just for you.
You keep your cash, friend, and relieve yourself in happiness.
Busy day so far. Busiest on records if your books are right. How's the urinal holding out?
A little spillage, but nothing to be worried about. The people are happy, and that's the main thing. Remain calm, please!
It'll take a lot of explaining to keep us calm, Bobby Strong.
Well, I don't think so, officers. We've seized this amenity. The people here pee for free.
Yeah!
That's my amenity, officers. I want them all taken away.
Boo! Officer Lockstock, what's happening?
Why, this is the Act 1 finale, little Sally. This is where Gladwell arrives to snuff out the uprising. It's a big song and dance number involving the entire cast.
Snuff out the uprisings? But what about Bobby's dreams?
Well now, little Sally, dreams only come true in happy musicals and Hollywood films. And this certainly isn't either of those. No, dreams are meant to be crushed. It's nature's way.
This may not be a happy musical, Officer Lockstock, but it still is a musical. And when a little girl has been given as many lines as I have, there's still hope for dreams. Bobby!
Hope?
What are you doing, Bobby? I told you to follow your heart, not seize an amenity.
I did follow my heart, thanks to you.
The amenity can't take much more of this uprising, Caldwell. Bobby's a sweet boy, but not sweet enough to sweeten the spillage, not by a long shot.
I don't think so, Miss Pennywise. It'll take as much as it has to. The days of deprivation are over for this people.
Yeah! The days of deprivation have just begun if this madness goes on any longer.
Woo! Sure, Mr. Gladwell. That's what you've been saying for 20 years. And for 20 years, we've waited for long-term solutions that never came. Well, we're done waiting, you see, for a new day has dawned. A day of hope and happiness, where the ideal of human dignity isn't just a forgotten notion, but a living, breathing reality in which the people pee for free because they are free. Free people are free. How can a fee enslave us? See, how can we be free from the chains he gave us? We're suffering now such lives of sorrow. Don't give us tomorrow, just give us today. Free people are free. How can a fee enslave us? See, how can we be free from the chains he gave us? We're suffering now such lives of sorrow. Don't give us tomorrow, just give us today. From every hill, every steeple, ring out the anthem of the people, making a new way, breaking the clouds of gray to sing of today, sing of today, sing of today, sing today, sing today, sing today.
Perhaps best to stay back here with your father, Hope, darling. The police are going to charge soon.
Father?
Charge, Daddy. These people need understanding, not brutality.
On the contrary, Hope, dear, what these people need is just a little bit of brutality.
But Daddy, wait. He only wants the people to be happy. Isn't that worth something?
Happy, you say? Happy. So you want happy Mr. Strong? Did you say happy Mr. Strong? If the people beat today, they'll be as happy as a pup. With no rules and no more fees to pay, things would be looking up. But too bad the water that we share should fit inside a cup. What of tomorrow, Mr. Strong?
But what of today?
Tomorrow, Mr. Strong, think of tomorrow, Mr. Strong. Our resources are as fragile as a newborn baby's skull. With your actions you would gut the child and leave a lifeless soul. Could it be you're so short-sighted, so insensitive, so dull? What of tomorrow, Mr. Strong? You are wrong, Mr. Strong, you and your socialistic wrong. If the people beat today, they'll push the system to the brink. If today this village shallows out, tomorrow will not sink. If it's you and me now, Mr. Strong, which one of us will blink? I say it's you, Mr. Strong, for on the subject of tomorrow, you are wrong. Officer Lockstock, prepare your man.
Everybody, into the amenity. We'll be relatively safer in there.
Oh, Bobby, why didn't you tell me you were going to start a revolution?
Maybe for the same reason you didn't tell me you were at Cladwell.
I'm the same girl I was last night.
The lure last night would have joined us by now.
Joined you? I can't fight against my father, Bobby.
And I told you, I can't fight, not against him. So you can join us, or you can stand aside.
Stand aside?
You heard me.
Bobby, think you're standing on the brink. You'll be arrested soon, perhaps as soon as noon. And I could never bear to see you taken where the guilty peers meet the toilet judgment scene.
Said to follow your heart. Here's where my heart leads. Now I'll do my part to banish all needs. You made me to see fantastically clear. When people be free, there's nothing to fear.
Now we'll find a way somehow to help the people heed without a hesitation. But as you must persist, being an anarchist, my father's tendency is that it was on me. You'll get your return.
Today, not tomorrow.
Bobby, you'll get your return.
And their lives of
Cause you'll get
sorrow.
your return.
Today,
You picked a fight you can't win today, Mrs. Strong. Your rebels no match for my men.
He's right, Bobby. They've got 1, 2 men, and we're all so poor.
Now, it's time to release the girl and face your punishment like a man.
Release? No one's holding her.
Bobby, reason with the woman. I'm a little short this morning.
No shorter than yesterday, unless I've grown.
You can punish our bodies, Mr. Cladwell, but you could never punish our spirits.
Punish our bodies! I've never agreed to any punishment of my body!
Oh, punishment is all you'll ever know once you release the girl.
Last night your words were like seeds, and first they seemed mild. These quiet
You'll get your return!
today, not tomorrow.
Bobby, you'll get your return! Bobby, you'll get your return! Your return! Your return!
So what'll it be, Bobby?
Looks like we're in a real tight spot, don't it?
Your fellow revolutionaries seem to think so.
Should probably leave.
Bobby, they'll never let you leave now.
Boys, oh God, what have I done? Remember me!
No, without you they won't. Which is why you're coming with us.
Coming with you, I told you I won't fight against my father.
And I told you I won't not fight against him.
But how can I come with you and not fight against my father? Unless... Dear God, Bobby!
From every hill and every steeple, pick up the ashes of the lives of people, making a rational way, trying to live a life the same. Stay strong every day, stay strong this first to stay strong today, as long as you stay strong today, stay today, stay Keep your men back, Cladwell. We got your daughter.
Bobby, what are
We're not letting her go.
In the name of the sky, you're coming with us.
We're walking out of here whether you like it or not. That is, if you care about your daughter.
You're making a terrible mistake, Mr. Strong.
Bobby, let her go. She's done nothing wrong.
Don't let the girl go and follow me.
Boss, what do we do?
We'll seize them.
Help me. Help her.
Now run, everybody. Run!
it for Act 1. As you can see, the rebel poor are making their getaway with Hope as their hostage. The rest of us have been thrown into confusion because, well, because we're all moving so damn slowly. So we don't get to catch them. Not yet. Enjoy intermission, and see you shortly. Hello there, and welcome to Act 2. Things have changed a bit since we last saw each other, so I'll catch you up to speed on a few things. As you may remember, the rebel poor under Bobby's leadership kidnapped Hope, and changed her costume as well, to use her as a human shield to escape due punishment from my man. Word has it they're holed up in some secret hideout somewhere. Perhaps this one. Here.
Oh man, the police almost nabbed us hours ago. It's just a matter of time before they find out where we are, and then, you're in town for the lot of us.
What's it like, do you think?
You're in town? Don't even ask.
No one knows for sure.
Hey, I got my suspicions.
Oh yeah?
Sure, kid. Everyone's got
Watches, you're in town the end. Swift and brutal punishment, no need now to pretend.
The trapdoor sprung, and then you're hung, and then they drop you down. They'll box you up and ship you out in college. You're in town.
They'll box you up and ship you out in college. You're in town, 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 town. Dance, dance, never do they dance. People down in you're in town, they never get the chance. Dancing's forget it, never gonna go unless it's at the bottom of the road.
So don't get your hopes up. And if I say that I'm back soon, we give it to her like they gave it to them.
People hear lots of things about Urinetown, of course, and that's just the way we like it. For example, a little boy once asked me,
Is Urinetown actually a nice place to live? Gingerbread houses along golden, frothy canals. Like Venice, only different?
I didn't say yes. I didn't say no either.
I want them found, damn it! I want my daughter released, and I want Bobby Strong punished!
We're working around the clock, sir, but as the sign says, it's a secret
Enough
hideout.
of your excuses, Lockstock. You have weapons. Use them.
But, sir,
What is Urinetown? Urinetown's a tool, an instrument of power to enforce my iron rule. So send your troops to all the stoops and let them understand. If hope is not returned, it's Urinetown for all the land.
If hope is not returned, it's Urinetown for all the land, 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 land.
Dance, dance, do they think I'll dance? Those people with my daughter want to make me change my stance. Stance, stance, forget it, never, not a 9! I'll teach them not to take from me what's mine.
We should hurry, sir. The emergency planning quorum is waiting.
Of course. The quorum.
That was a close one, Bobby. I thought that was lost there for sure.
We'll have to keep on our toes for now, Mom. At least until we've finished distributing these papers to the rest of the assistant custodians around the city.
Do you think they'll join us?
It's hard to say. They're scared like we used to be scared. But if it's true that everyone has a heart, they'll have to join us. What is Urinetown? Urinetown's a lie, a means to keep the poor in check until the day they die. I did not shirk their dirty work, but things are different now. We'll fight for right with all our might until we win somehow. We'll fight for right with all our might until we win somehow. How. Dance, dance, listen to it dance. My heart is like a stallion racing through a great expanse. Canyons of freedom, that's where it will waltz, performing coronary somersaults.
Your heart is like a stallion.
I'll explain along the way, Ma. Let's get going.
Tell me where they're hiding, little Sally, and I'll see things go easy on you.
Easy on me? You mean like sending me to the nice part of Urinetown?
That could be arranged.
Save it for one of your other stoolies, Officer Lockstock. My heart's with a rebellion. And besides, the way I see it, I'm already in Urinetown. We all are, even you.
Me? In Urinetown?
Sure. The way I see it, Urinetown isn't so much of a place as it is a metaphysical place. What is Urinetown? Urinetown is here. It's the town wherever people learn to live in fear. So look around, you finally found the place you ask about. For Urinetown is your town if you're hopeless, down and out. For Urinetown is your town if you're hopeless, down and out.
For Urinetown is your town if you're hopeless, down and out. Enjoy what's left of the show. Little Sally, where did you go? What did you mean by metaphysical?
We give her 5 more seconds for them to get back, and then we give her the rope. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Geez, that was a close one.
Little Sally! What the hell are you doing here? Spying near the tower is all. Cladwell, Fip, and Mrs. Pennywise, they was all meeting up there. Some kind of I don't know what you want to call it. A quorum of some kind.
Okay, that's it. She's getting the rope.
The rope? String her up! Wait a minute, you can't just give her the rope.
Why not?
Because killing her would make us no better than them. Haven't you heard, little Sally? We are no better than them. In fact, we're worse. Worse?
Listen, what do you think they talk about up there in those quarrels? How good we are? Now, listen here. Any second now, those cops could bust in here and bust all of us up like a bunch of overripe cantaloupes. Our juice spilling on this here floor. So I say, as long as our juice has got spilled, as does too Cladwell juice, then we'll see who's better than who.
Snub that girl! Snub that girl, but killing people is wrong. Then why does it feel so right?
Let's bring our message of hate to the entire world.
Easy, friend. A message like ours works best under the most unbalanced of circumstances.
Such as we have right here?
Exactly. Now give me the rope.
That's right, the rope.
String her up. That's the answer. String up the strumpet daughter of the criminal urinal chain owner, Cladwell. Kill her!
Hang on! Enough!
What? Bobby Strong.
No one's going to be killing anyone here.
But why not?
Because she's our security blanket, that's why.
But we're so afraid, Bobby. Killing her might make us feel powerful for a moment.
Look, friends, I know you're scared, but this has got to be about more than just revenge and the vicarious thrill of tying someone up who can't even defend herself.
But why? We want to hang her as revenge for her father's crimes. I think he's in love with her. That's what I think.
Well, maybe I am.
What?
And maybe I made a promise up there. A promise that from this day forward, no man would be denied his essential humanity due to the condition of his pocketbook. That no man in need would be denied help by another with the means to help him. Here and now, from this day forward, because of you and you and you, we will look into the faces of our fellow men and see not only a brother, but a sister as well.
What is that supposed to mean?
When did he say that? I don't remember him saying that.
All I remember him saying was, run for your lives, run!
Well, that was in the heat of battle, and in the actual hotness of battle, the cry of freedom sounds like, run, freedom, run. Freedom, run away. My friends, you gotta run, 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 freedom, run away. That freedom sun will shine someday. Till then, you gotta run, 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 freedom, run away.
I'm frightened.
Well, you should be. Freedom is scary. It's a blast of cool wind that burns your face to wake you up.
Literally?
Yes. There's a trickle of sweat dripping in your ear. But still you gotta run, 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 run away. Now don't you fret and never fear. The freedom's one, freedom run away. There's a great big ladder on your tail, and he's put his hand straight on your trail. Oh, I'm simply laying down the facts. Great big ladder making tracks. Ain't no time to relax. Run, freedom, run. Run, freedom, run. Freedom, run away. Freedom, run away. Freedom, run away. My friends, you have to run, 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 run. Freedom, run away. That freedom sun will shine someday. 3, 4, 1, and then you better run, 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 run. Freedom, run away. Run, freedom, run. Freedom, run away. My friends, you gotta run, 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 run. Freedom, run away. That freedom sun will shine someday. And you got run, 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 hallelujah. Freedom, run with the wind in your hair. You run to freedom's glory. That freedom sun will shine all of your freedom story. I said freedom. I said freedom. I said freedom. Away.
will be on the lookout for us, that's for sure.
When the time comes, we'll fight the police.
But how?
With blood, guts, brains if we have to. It may take years, and some of us will certainly not make it through the revolution alive. But fight on we will, for all the decades necessary to secure peace and freedom for the people of this land.
Decades? How about a real plan?
I've got a real plan.
Miss Pennywise? How'd you find us?
No one knows the sewer system like you do, Bobby.
Or you?
Well, Gladwell wants to talk with you, Bobby. He says he now understands how unhappy the people of this community have become, and he wants to work out a solution with you peacefully.
Now there's the shortcut. That'll save us all the decades of struggle.
But how can we trust him?
Gladwell doesn't want to fight Mrs. Strong. He just wants his amenities up and running, smooth and natural. That's all he's ever wanted.
What do you think? Little Sally?
I think it might be hard for your love to grow with hope tied to that chair back there for the rest of your life.
All right, I'll go.
Wait, what are you doing?
Go! What if it's a trick?
That's just a chance I'll have to be willing to take.
What about the girl?
She stays here. Any funny business and she gets it. Get it? Tell that to Cladwell.
Sure, I'll tell that to Gladwell, and likewise. She gets it, then he gets it. Get it?
We'll be safe.
Stay calm, Hope, darling. We'll get you out of here in no time.
Hello, Bobby. Hello, Bobby.
Hello, Hope.
So this is the bright new day you were telling me about?
I don't blame you for being angry at us, but your father gave us no choice.
Look, they may not have taught me much at the most expensive university in the world, but they taught me this much. Kidnapping people is wrong.
Really? They taught you that?
I thought we had something special together, Bobby.
We do have something special, Hope, but until freedom rules the people of this land over fear, love's got as much of a chance as a baby bunny in a boiling vat of water.
Maybe less.
I didn't mean to drag you into all this, Hope.
And I didn't mean to... Oh, I guess I don't know what I meant to do.
Look to your heart, Hope. I think what you're searching for might lie there, somewhere down in the tissues.
Wait a minute, when will I see you again? When darkness surrounds you and you lose your way, you have your own compass that turns night to day, and it's even with you before you depart. We still hear it beating, it's leading you forward. Oh, Bobby.
Well, you've caused a lot of excitement over the past few days, Mr. Strong. Gotten a lot of people riled up.
We've only just begun to fight.
Keeping my daughter confined against her will, is that how the people fight?
They fight by any means necessary.
The streets are still ours, Mr. Strong. Your people are just holed up in some underground sewer.
They'll be up.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Gladwell, There's been a disturbance over public amenity number 36. Number 15 as well. Words began to spread.
Everybody's waiting to see what young Bobby here will do.
After he meets with you, of course.
Of course. Mr. McQueen? Do you remember the stink years, Mr. Strong? The first years when the water table began to drop and then just kept on dropping. No one thought there was much time then, and many people did questionable things. Much like the things that were happening today. There was looting, there was hoarding, riots broke out like there was no tomorrow. For there was no tomorrow. But there's always a tomorrow if you're tough enough to cling to it. Which is why I've asked you to be here today. Now, some people see me as an evil man. But, truth is, I'm no more evil than you, or Miss Pennywise, or any of those other poor people you insist on trying to lead. I'm just a simple man trying to cling to tomorrow by any means necessary. Every day.
Then, what will happen when the drought is over then?
Over? Well, we can always hope, of course, but until then, a regimen of controlling consumption through cash must continue.
Yeah, the regulating mechanism of cash.
Bobby, I want you to have this cash. And I want you to tell the people that the powers be granted full amnesty to those involved in this week's criminal activities, as long as they're willing to return to the improved fee schedule as authorized by the legislature. Don't let it happen again and have a good time in Rio.
So many tomorrows.
Yes.
But I'm afraid my conscience will cost you a lot more than a pile of cash.
Bobby, it really is an awful lot of cash.
The only cash I'm interested in is free access.
Bobby, I thought we had an understanding.
Then understand this. If there really is a way to that bright new day, we'll find it together. Not just the wealthy few. And that means free access.
Free access is impossible.
Then that's what I'll tell the people.
Stop! I'll not return to the stink years, Mr. Strong. I'll not allow it.
Caldwell, what are you doing?
I've spent a lifetime building this company, paying off the police, bribing the political elite, snuffing out popular resistance as if it were a naughty baby bunny in the palm of my hand. My right hand! I've centralized all of my power to a pinpoint spot, right here, between these two ears, and I'll not allow some dreamy-eyed boy who can't remember the stink years to ruin it! Seize him!
Caldwell, what are you doing? There's no telling what they'll do to the girl.
That's just a chance I'll have to take.
He really is as evil as they say.
You think that just because I love my daughter, I'll stop clinging to tomorrow?
Caldwell, what are you saying?
I closed my heart to love once, I can do it again! Well, to Urinetown with him then, with all haste, Officer Lockstock, with all haste.
What? You lied to us! Gladwell! Gladwell!
Why did I listen to that man? Why did I listen to the nature of his plan? And when he talked, I should have balked, I should have walked, I should have ran. Why did I listen to that man?
You get word to the police headquarters, we'll need all hands on deck tonight. You and you, come with me, we'll see about these little disturbances. And Fip!
Yes, Gladwell.
Assemble the legislature, I want full authority on the coming crackdown.
I'm dirtying my hands with this bad business, not on your life.
Don't kid yourself, Fip! Your hands are as dirty as a child's after sandbox time, but don't worry. You can wash them. You can wash them soon enough. By the banks of Rio del Rio! Now go! You and you, come with me.
Why did I listen to that crook? A little bribe and cash is all it really took. That's how that craven toilet made me cave in. I'm a schmuck. Why did I listen to that crook?
You lied to us, Gladwell. You told us one thing, then you did another.
That's what you did, Gladwell. That's what you did.
Come on then, young Bobby. You can't keep screaming all the way down to Urinetown.
But Hope, she's new with the others. What happens to me happens to her.
What happens to you happens to all of us. Sooner or later.
Rather late than sooner, I'd say.
But not to Hope. Please, not to Hope.
Now we finally got you. Now you're in our claws. Captured in our city of laws. There's no trial or jury, nothing to discuss. Now the law is speaking through us. You'll get Urinetown, off you'll go to Urinetown, away with you to Urinetown. Now no more fuss.
Let go of me. I have to save Hope.
There's no saving Hope now, Miss Pennywise.
There may be no saving you.
Oh, yeah? Then take that, and this, and a few of these!
Why did I listen to that boy? He spoke of hopes and dreams and filled me with such joy. How can I know he loved me so? Was it for show? Was I his toy? Why did I listen to that boy?
Now, what's this Urinetown like that I've heard so much about?
Perhaps it's best we show you.
What? What is this? Where are we?
You, my boy, are at the threshold of a new world.
The door is open. Step through. Urinetown awaits.
Door? More like a railing and pigeons and a rooftop?
And a drop.
A decisive drop.
I don't think I get it.
Never fear, the time of understanding is at hand.
Welcome then to the very gates of Urinetown itself.
Why did I listen to that cat?
Why did I listen to my dad?
I went to work for him.
He said he was so glad. Was he sincere?
Well, now it's clear.
And now I fear that I've been had. Why did I listen to?
This is Urinetown.
My dad, 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 my dad.
Look, there's public amenity number 47, and the legislature, and my boyhood home. And we're just standing on the UGC headquarters building. And this is our town.
Yes. Yes, it is.
But how could it be that we're in our town and you're in town at the same time? Unless you couldn't have.
Well, over you go then.
Wait. You're just gonna throw me off this building? And that's supposed to be Urinetown? Death is Urinetown?
That's one interpretation.
Why did I listen to my dad? Now that this ball take off my song, I'm glad to see that he is wrong. Why did I listen to my Why did I listen to my heart? I heard it's calling, maybe it's revolution start. Now that this ball take off my song, I'm glad to see that he is wrong. Why did I listen to that? Why did I listen to that cat? Why did I listen to my...
Shovel and mop, Mr. Barrow. You know the drill.
What's taking them so long? They should have reached an agreement by now. Gladwell's not one to dilly-dally. All night, the sirens and the screams. Maybe they're celebrating.
Bobby won't let us down. He's a good boy, my Bobby Strong. If anyone can find the way to freedom, he can.
Well, otherwise, we kill the girl, right?
Now let's not get ahead of ourselves, shall we? Little Sally, what is going on up there?
I saw Bobby.
Yes?
I don't think the meeting went very well.
Why are you saying that?
Well, they threw him off a building.
What are you saying, little Sally? Who threw who off a building?
Bobby, the policemen, they threw him off a building.
The police threw Bobby off a building?
Well, they couldn't have done that. We have Cladwell's daughter.
Well, they did.
Is he all right?
Well, is he?
Oh, Bobby, the policeman came soon enough, but not before I heard his last words.
His last words?
That's right. They were about her.
Well, what were they?
They were, tell her I love her, tell her I'll always be with her, and I will see her in a better place where hope is always new. Ours was a short time, ours was a love that never bloomed, yet in that love there lives a brand new hope. It's calling out to you. It's calling soft and gentle, tame and fine. It's docile and benign.
A pickle in the brine. What did I say? That isn't what I meant. I've lost my sense of scent. I fear my life is spent. No one is innocent.
No one.
No one is innocent. What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know. He started fading in and out after a while. It was a miracle he was alive at all. The fall was so horrible.
Was he talking about me? How can you say that I'm not innocent? Not innocent of what?
Not innocent? Who the hell does he think he is?
Yeah, what are you...
Wait a minute. There is more. He said, tell all the people, tell them the time is always now. Tell them to fight for what they know is right.
I've lost my sense of sight, and yet I see them. I see them standing hand in hand. I see them standing hand in hand, and cheek to cheek and glad in glad. There still is hope I see in this land. If only.
Yes.
If only.
Yes?
And then he expired. The bastard Cladwell lied to us.
He took my Joseph and now he takes my Bobby.
Who will lead us now?
We're lost! Lost, I tell you! The rebellion's over!
This door was a shove.
What do we do?
I'll tell you what we do. We kill her! Give it to her like they gave it to him!
That's right! Give it to her like they gave it to him!
Or you can take me instead.
What? Mrs. Pennywise.
Seize her! Do with me what you will, but please spare the child.
Old woman, you have been conning us and conniving us for all of your days. Why are you so giving now?
Because Hope is my daughter. And I am her mother. Yes, Hope, it's true. I am your mother. The
one-time lover of Caldwell B. Cladwell.
Strumpet!
Slattern! Call me what you will, but it was during the stink years, you see. So many of us thought we had time then, so we all did questionable things. There was the looting, of course, and the hoarding. There was also the fun farewells and late-night trysts. Life was an explosion filled with riots and cheap cabarets, dancing girls, and love. Oh yes, and love. There was love like no tomorrow, for there was no tomorrow, but there's always a tomorrow of some kind or another. When you were born, Caldwell made me promise never to reveal my identity to you, for I was somewhat of a strumpet in my day, but never in my wildest.
Enough! My heart is telling me many things right now, as you can all well imagine. But one thing it's bellowing louder than anything else is that when there is wrong in this world, we must right it. You did a wonderful thing by coming here today, Miss Pennywise. Mom? And if you can reform yourself, maybe we can reform a lot more than we know. Ladies and gentlemen of the rebellion, if you want to do to me what they did to Bobby, I wouldn't blame you. Save her! But if this righteous rebellion were to peter out in Bobby's absence, sending his memory to oblivion, I would blame you. All of you! Kill me, and the rebellion dies with me. Let me lead you, and the rebellion will triumph.
Lead us?
She's mad.
Lead you to the very nerve center of my father's empire. I've got a key. And the guards know not to question me. But once there will question Daddy, oh yes, we'll question him plenty.
Why should we trust you?
Because Bobby, your hero, loved me, and I loved him.
Hope, dear girl, on behalf of the rebellion, maybe in time we will able to love you as well.
That's all that really matters, isn't it? Love. Now let's go do to them what they were ultimately going to do to us.
Yeah!
With a lust for saving water, man takes daughter up for dead.
Play it on your Stradivari. He's not sorry, not a shred.
He's not sorry. He's
An actual maze! That's what the sword system is!
I'm going back down to take another look. You stay here, guard the streets.
Wait! I've been meaning to ask. Have you ever been having doubts about what we've been doing? About the killings and all?
It may surprise you to learn that I sometimes do. But the health and security of these people is my primary concern. I love the people of this city, Officer Barrel, very much. Cladwell's edicts may be their only chance.
And I love you! Very much.
I see.
I think that went well.
Who fly the limb of evil, shun upheaval in the air. Then ask why the ride gets jarry. Now you're sorry, you're up there.
I'm perfectly capable of finding my own way to the legislature, you know?
No offense, Senator, but Mr. Cladwell didn't want you flying the coop with all that coming crackdown and all.
And what if I'm flying the coop? What if I'm actually on the way to the airport right now to catch the last flight out to Rio? What would you say to that, huh?
Can I come?
Window, promptly basing, need erasing, need the knife. Let their blood flow like Campari. We're not sorry, hey, that's life.
Any word from Lock, Stock, and Barrel, Mr. McQueen?
Not yet, sir. They're still searching the sewer system.
Which is where they'll be keeping hope, I imagine. I only hope that when we meet in heaven, she can find in the vastness of her heart to forgive me.
Giving up on me so soon, Daddy?
What?
Miss Cladwell, what an unexpected surprise.
Is there any other kind?
Hope, darling, thank God you're safe.
I'm not safe yet, Daddy. But soon I will be. Soon all the people of this land will be safe.
Most of us, anyway.
What?
We've come to take you away, Caldwell.
Take me away? But to where?
Where you took young Bobby.
And old so-and-so.
And all those who wouldn't or couldn't pay your criminal fee hikes.
Seize him!
Hope, darling, what's the meaning of this?
I've joined the revolution, Daddy. And you? I believe it's time you joined the expat community. In Urinetown.
You're making a terrible mistake, Hope, dear. You need me more than you know.
The only thing we need now is freedom. For the people. And love. Oh, yes. And love.
Listen, you're too young to understand it now, Hope, dear, but there really are some things more important than love. Food, water, shelter, for example.
And piles of cash.
It wasn't just cash, Miss Pennywise. It was an awful lot of cash. So long, power.
Mr.
So long, money. I'm the bunny this time round.
Remember when our nights were starry?
Aren't you sorry?
Sure, I'm sorry.
I'm not sorry.
Just unsound.
Take him away!
I regret nothing! Nothing, you hear me? Maybe I was a bad man, and I regret nothing! Nothing, you hear me? Maybe I was a bad father and a cruel, vicious man, but I kept the pee off the streets and the water in the ground. I kept the water on the ground. You hear me?
So, what's next, Miss Cladwell?
Now is a new day. When each of us, regardless of race, creed, class, or criminal history, can come together as one and share the fruits of our labor as one. Today marks the new age of compassion and the right to do whatever you like, whenever you like, with whomever you like, in whatever location you like. Ladies and gentlemen, today marks the final day of an age of fear, an age that has lasted far too long. Today marks the first day of a new age. A new age.
Oh, don't say it.
Of hope! I see a river flowing for freedom. I see a river just in view. I see a river flowing for freedom, flowing for justice. Come to the river flowing for justice. Come to the river rendezvous. Come to the river flowing for justice. All for the people, me and you.
As you may have guessed, Hope took over her father's business, instituting a series of reforms that opened up the public bathrooms to all the people, to pee for free whenever they liked, wherever they liked, for as long as they liked, with whomever they liked. The UGC was then later renamed the Bobby Strong Memorial Toilet Authority, and was operated as a trust fund for the benefit of the public.
Officer Lockstock, where did you go?
Just keeping my head down, little Sally. Something you should learn to do.
But aren't you scared the rebels will come and find you?
Oh, well, I may be a cop, but I'm also the narrator. Kind of invisible, so no one can touch me. Not if they want the show to end.
So many people peeing at will. Thanks to the revolution, the world is a much better place.
Actually, Miss Cladwell, your father commissioned a study of water consumption. Just before...
My father was a tyrant. We need never fear him again. The only thing we need to obey right now is freedom.
Sisters and brothers fight for the river.
Fathers and mothers,
babies too. All in the family push for the river. Shout for the river, why don't you? Step in the river, wade in the river. Soak in the river, through and through. When once in the river, you are the river. Friends on the shoreline, jump into.
Of course, it wasn't long before the water turned silty, brackish, and then disappeared altogether. For as cruel as Caldwell B. Gladwell was, his measures effectively regulated water consumption, sparing the town the same fate as the phantom Urinetown. Hope chose to ignore the warning signs, however, choosing to bask in the people's happiness for as long as it lasted.
What kind of musical is this? The good guys finally take over and then everything starts falling apart?
Like I said, little Sally, this isn't a happy musical.
But the music's so happy.
Yes, little Sally, yes it is.
such a fever. If only I had a cool, tall glass of water, maybe I'd have a fighting chance. But the glass of water's inside you. It always has been, Mrs. Strong. It has? Of course. Don't you know what you are? A river. That's right. We all are. You are the river. I am the river. He is the river. She is too. All are the river, flowing for freedom, flowing for justice. Let's review. I see a river flowing for freedom. I see a river just in view. I see a river flowing for freedom. I see a river shining and true.
I don't think too many people are going to want to come and see this musical, Officer Lockstock.
Why do you say that, little Zelly? Don't you think people want to be told their way of life is unsustainable?
That and the title's awful. Can't we do a happy musical next time?
Well, if there is a next time, I'm sure we can. Well, that's our story. Hope eventually joined her father in a manner not quite so gentle. McQueen then later opened up a bottling factory just outside of Rio, which did rather well until the Amazon dried up. Then he moved. As for the people of this town, well, they did as best they could. But they were prepared for the world they inherited, weaned as they were on the legend born of their founding fathers' scare tactics. For when the water dried up, they recognized their town for the first time for what it really was, what it was always waiting to be. This is your town. Always it's been your town. and good night.